got to live when you get beat on the shift.
Golson swings at the first. This one driven to the gap. It is gone! Diving stop Deloach. Chance for a double play if it hurries. Shoemake holds it.
Tag him. You got to tag him. Tag the hitter.
The hitter is over at third, and he's going to stay there.
He passed the runner, so he's out.
And Golson says, why not come all the way around and touch him? But Zach Deloach got it with the fantastic play in center. And are they both out?
Well, the ball was called dropped. So the ball was called dropped. They threw it in. They already touched second base. So Zabowski's out at second, and Golson's got to be out for passing the runner, right? Boy, it looked like he caught it, Tommy.
Yeah,
where did it come out? Oh, it squirts out
right behind his arm.
But he immediately comes up with it, throws a strike back into the infield. What an effort by Deloach.
Okay, hold on now. Hold on now. It depends when they touch second base.
Yeah, they're going to probably have to review this.
It depends when they touch second base.
We'll find out right
here. The key to this whole play is where's the base runner? It depends.
Look how quick he passes.
Okay, now he's past him.
So the hitter's out.
Hitter's out right there.
And is the force still available at that point since the hitter's out?
No, he's already touched second. So the force is taken out because he went back to first. Now he had established himself at second, right? So that takes the force out
on the way back. I think you got a runner on first, one out. Hitter's out. Does he pass a runner? There's no longer a force play at second base. I think you got a runner on first, one out.
If Zabowski had never reached second base, he would have been forced out at second.
Correct. Or if he hadn't, if he hadn't retagged, he'd have another trouble too. But you with me here?
My brain kind of hurts right now. I'm trying to run through it again.
I'm going out on a little limb because I'm not 100% positive, but I think that's what it is.
I'm with you. By the way, Zach Deloach shouldn't have been anywhere near that ball. That closing speed was insane.
What a great
the other
view we
thing,
had.
did you see how true that was? I mean, we've got such a great vantage point here. That ball was covered, and it stayed true all the way through. So no part of it was cutting back to Deloach in center field. He had to go get every bit of it.
Experimental reviewable calls in SEC play allows the umpires to review calls involving whether a base runner passes a preceding base runner.
So he's out. Right there, the hitter's out. And then
it should take the force out of play at that point.
I'm going with that.
I'm with you. Take the force out of play. He goes back to first. You got one out, runner on first. Come on, Jeff. I'd agree with me.
It's pretty amazing that this doesn't happen more often. It is not reviewable in regular NCAA tournament games outside of conference games. So if this happens next week, you're out of luck. So we had a safe call in the outfield, right? Safe call in the outfield.
Correct, which was accurate.
Right. The way it's positioned right now, I think, is the way we have it.
Officially should be a single with a put out 3 unassisted.
We can.
By the way, I had this bottom left corner of my baseball bingo card right next to a fog out. I think we've covered just about everything.
And we had the triple review play earlier in the week.
You thought you had a bad bingo card too.
Yeah. Mike Bianco will get an explanation and try to plead his case.
Golson's out.
Stay there. Stay there. You stay there. You know, Golson was out immediately as soon as he passed him, but I like the fact that he just kept going.
Yeah, you might as well try it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Keep going until you get tagged.
Run till they tag you. It's like Little League. Just go.
What could be Childress's case here?
I'm not sure. I think if you saw the replay, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Jeff Head doesn't have a lot to say back to him right now. It looks like Rob's doing all the talking.
He might be wondering, did we have a force at second? Because I imagine when this umpiring crew put on the headset, the first thing they were concerned with was the batter runner passing the preceding runner.
Well, the question here is if that happens, does it automatically take the force out? I mean, that's where the question is.
Well,
because if it takes the force out of play, there's no discussion.
I think that's out of play simply because he hit second. So that would make it moot.
Okay, I would disagree with you. I think it's out of play because he passed the runner. I think that's why it's out of play, because ultimately you don't have anybody forcing him to go further at that point. If there's nobody, I mean, the whole idea of a force is somebody's pushing you to the next base.
Yeah. Right.
If that guy's already out, the force ought to be out of play too, which ultimately he retags second base, he goes back to first, we keep it the way it is.
I hear you. We're same argument, but different angles. Because the runner hit second, I believe that he can't be forced out anyway. He already attained the base.
But if you retag and start to go back,
Yeah, if you already attained the base, but yet there's another runner, it doesn't matter that you already attained the base. But the fact that there's another runner, there's not another runner is why it appears that he would be safe.
In your scenario, though, if you hit second and you go back and there's a guy standing at first base, you have to tag the runner. You have to tag the forward runner.
True.
You can't just stand on second.
I guess that's true.
The force would be out.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Because he willingly left the base he already occupied.
Correct.
Yeah. This tournament just keeps getting better, guys.
It is weird. We've had a lot of weird stuff this week. And now you're Kilkenny, and you got to take some more warm-up pitches.
You do, but you'll take it now, because when that ball came off the bat, you thought it may be 1-0 with a guy standing on second base.
Yes.
I think they're going to go check on the force out now, right? That's what we assume.
Have we just made history? Is this the first ever double headset call?
First this week.
Never forget where you were today.
Five minutes plus on the review. They want to get runner placement. This should be pretty straightforward. And they're looking whether or not he passed him after he touched second, which we've already established.
I think he's all the way past him. He's all the way back to first by the time he touches second. And I'm not even sure if that matters at this point. But if that's what they're reviewing, he was definitely back there.
Get everybody involved in the powwow now. If Zabowski's going to go back to first, he has to retouch second. Kyle, you established that, and he did. We good? We good. You got a game ball? You good? Let's go.
Got it. Yeah. Looks like everybody's happy.
Tim Rowe has 2 hits this week, one of a game winner. SEC coordinator of umpires is on the headset with us. Paul, we've seen a little bit of everything this week. Walk us through what your crew is looking at that replay.
First thing, obviously, is a catch-no-catch situation in left center field with the ball being ruled on the ground. The second part is the passing by the batter runner. However, was the timing of the passing before or after the defense stepped on second base? With the passing occurring before the defense steps on second base, it removes the force play. So therefore, when the runner from first returned to first, that's the base he last achieved, and that's where he stays.
Perfect. Ground ball to first and a tag at second, and that's a double play. Paul, thanks for your help. We appreciate it. After all that, a 3-6 double play and 2 hits, nobody left on base, and no runs scoring. Just your typical second inning.
And Dristis to Shoemake, does he beat the throw? We'll see. We may have a review here.
Don't ask.
Stop.